I think we're live. 1 second here. Whew. All right, everything looks good to go. Oh, I just realized I am somewhere here. Let me check if the microphone's using the right one. It's always good to do a little bit of housekeeping before we get started here. Okay, so wow. Oh man, check out BLNK just falling off a cliff right now, guys. Watch out. This is why I'm very cautious trading pre-market, and I'm only trading typically on a move, on a breakout, on a quick pullback. I'm not really setting limit orders because of things like this. BLNK, who knows why this thing's dipping so hard. This could just be a lack of momentum, lack of spread, but it could also be a catalyst that comes out, some sort of offering or something like that. Who knows? Maybe we're going to get an update here. So you just got to be careful. I moved a lot of stuff around this morning for like the last kind of hour and a half. I got the chat laptop over here. This screen is still over here. I was playing around. I know you guys probably follow Ross Cameron as well, and he has the way he sets up his TOS trading is actually with kind of a setup like this. And I was just trying to see if I could make it work for myself because I oftentimes miss moves. So I was kind of watching this pre-market, seeing if I could snag some trades. I made 4 trades this morning, BYFC and POLA, walked away with $3 profit on. One was a win, one was a loss. This one was the same situation. One was a win, one was a loss. My winners were bigger than my losers, which allowed me to walk away green on both those trades. This honestly should have been like $100 P&L so far, but I really tripped over myself. So I'll give this a try. If you guys don't see me, playing with the order book over here, it probably means because I'm using the one on my other screen. But let's say I have a order that pops up and you guys will, or let's say I place an order on BLNK, you guys will obviously see it on this chart as well. And whatever I'm trading, I'm gonna make sure you guys have it on this chart. Okay, I think that's all the new housekeeping. Let's just kind of get into what we usually do. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the stream where we first review the watch list and then we trade the market open every day. Hope everyone had a great start to the week, great start to the day. Hope you guys didn't take any too big losses yesterday. Yesterday was a very choppy kind of weak breakouts. It was a weird day. Heard it from a lot of traders. Today is Tuesday. It's the 16th of June. Hold up. It's the 30th of June. It's the 9/16/16. So yeah, last trading day of June. Crazy. And then we got 2 more trading days this week. What else? Let's think here. It's 9:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got another 14 minutes till the market opens at 9:30. We'll wrap up trading. Honestly, I might need to wrap up at like 11:15, but we'll see. 11:30. It depends how hot it is. If it's really hot, then I'll trade a little bit longer. But like, I'm starting to lose my voice here because we've been streaming for like 3 hours a day, and it's just and then the recap video and then all the other stuff. So it's I don't know if I could do 3 hours. We'll see. Or I just talk less. That could also work. Check out the video description below for some FAQs, and let's dive into things. And definitely check the video description because there's some loaded questions. If you guys are thinking about a question that feels like someone's asked it before, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It means you're asking the right questions, but there's a chance that it's in the video description below in the FAQ section. You were on late yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I honestly kind of kept wanting to go. But local time, it was already getting past 6. I had to do a bunch of like recap stuff as well. And I had like a dinner I was supposed to go to. So I was like getting late on all fronts. That's why I typically like wrapping up at 11. Because here, right now, as I'm in Berlin, obviously I'm 6 hours forward. So, my day is basically half over already. What am I doing here? I'm totally off topic, guys. I already feel like it's the end of the stream because of the pre-market trading. So let's quickly review the watch list a little bit. We have BLNK. I always want to say BLINK, and that's because The company is actually BLNK Charging. It's electric vehicle charging equipment. They've been really hot with macro news lately. Not a lot of micro news, so not a lot of news about the company itself, but a lot of kind of larger news on this one, or kind of electric vehicles in general. Just, I don't know if you guys heard, but California, some really strict rules on vans and trucks by 2024. So BLNK up 80%, 20 million float, US specialty retail, and that's the EV charging equipment. So let's see how we're going to be able to trade BLNK. It is pulling back quite a bit here. I think this could be maybe a red to green pre-market trade at the open. I don't know. We'll see. 5.5 is definitely going to be some key support and resistance. We definitely... what a run up all the way to $7, kind of pulling back here. This is the pre-market high, this line. So we'll see. I mean, the 5 zones, always good support and resistance. So we'll see what kind of pullback we get today. It's going to be the second green day for BLNK. Yeah, there's no catalyst for it. It's just overall macro news about it. I mean, honestly, the like on the 25th, this was pretty ridiculous. We were talking about this on the 25th. BLNK applauds Apple's addition to EV charging routine capabilities. So it's just like that's not even really a catalyst, but it was up so much because of that news. So just like things like that, I'm a little bit iffy about. And I think really today is just big breakout, maybe a short squeeze. That's really kind of what we're seeing here. But we are holding the highs pretty well, so we'll see. In Germany overall, it's fine. I'm in Berlin, and life is pretty normal. Besides, like, indoors or at the grocery stores, you have to wear the mask. Seating is obviously like spread apart. It's not too bad. I think movie theaters actually open up again this weekend, which I'm pretty excited about. I live across the street from like this really cute little local movie theater. I used to always walk over there and watch a movie with some friends. So I'm pretty excited for that to open up again. COVID is a scam. Well, everyone's got their opinions. So let's kind of keep going here. We have POLA. Let's talk about this one. This is the one I traded pre-market as well. 80% gapper. I like this part about it. 4 million float. That's nice. US electronic equipment and parts company. There is no catalyst on this one. And that's why I was very careful trading it pre-market. There is, so I think it's more of a sympathy play on this one, POLA. I tried to trade it, so I tried to buy this pullback. I was so like unconvinced that it would bounce because there was no catalyst, so I quit, and there was big sell volume here that I took a very small profit here of 2 cents a share. Then this trade, I bought the pullback here, waiting for a continuation breakout. I was just very cautious about this one. I didn't really like the fact that it was selling off. I gave it a little bit chance here, and then it kept on pulling back again. And this one I took about a 2 cents a share loss. I was able to get rid of some of my shares at a better price. I think at 28. So a little bit better, but POLA kind of just selling off so far. Oh, 22 minutes, 9:22, 8 more minutes till the market opens. Man, lemon water is really the way to go. Yeah, that's true, Corey. Death rate is low and older generations. And Germany is a country of a very high amount of older people. So Germany took it very seriously. I was actually surprised how serious they took it here. Once they jumped on the wagon. Let's see here. ATHE, ATHE, 250% gapping up pre-market, 10 million float. That's really nice. Australian biotech, FDA path for Parkinson's disorder. So FDA wants to help them out with this possible drug. So that's really, really nice. Any sort of FDA kind of approval, any sort of recognition, any sort of step in the right direction with the FDA is always really good, especially with a big drug that that could fight a big problem. So let's see how this one performs. 250% gap up is pretty big. Not, it also came from 55 cents. Sometimes you see these kind of stocks go up, 10x. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this thing at one point was at $5. But I don't know if it's going to happen today. But we'll see. Percentage-wise, though, ATHE is definitely the lead gapper on the day, without a question. We'll see how we trade this one. So far, it has been pulling back about 28%. You guys know I typically don't like seeing them past 30%, but so far it's not in that zone. I think at the open, it could be a little bit of a red to green move so far. So ATHE and BYFC, I think both of those could be seeing a bit of a red to green move. BLNK as well in that 5.5 zone. I'm just getting some things ready here on my other screen. There's already been a lot of progress with the coronavirus vaccines. I do believe that it is already a bit priced in, especially with that reversal we saw, that big V shape, right? So yesterday the SPY was closed at 304.46. Right now we're at 303.82. So it should be a little bit of a red open today. Not really anything too bad. Finding some big support at the 3. Not really thinking 300. I'm not sure if we're gonna really crack it today, but let's keep a close eye on it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm absolutely blown away with the NASDAQ. The fact that we reached new all-time highs in the NASDAQ and just constantly breaking all-time highs is I was not expecting it. That is huge. That is really huge. All right, guys, remember, what are we looking for a tradable stock? Float, ideally under 50 million. Even better, under 10 million. Has a news catalyst, has strong spike history. Look at the chart. Does it spike up? Does it hold its highs? Is it maybe just a one-day spiker, then it disappears, like a lot of biotechs? Good daily chart. Does it have room to run? How much resistance is above it? Does it have a fast rate of change? Are we talking about 5, 10, 15% candles? Are we looking at more like a 1% move every now and then? We want a fast rate of change. And then for me, ideally between $2 and $7. That's the right attitude, guys. Let's focus here. BLNK. We got another minute and a half here. I'll make sure my volume's not too loud so we don't, blow our eardrums. Berlin sirens for good luck. I hope that's what it means. All right, so let's try it out today with this kind of new setup here. This is going to be kind of interesting. I'm really surprised that BYFC is the one that pops so hard, even though it also doesn't really have a catalyst. This could be, a little bit of a kind of one-hit wonder here. I'm going to definitely watch it out of the gates. This is the one we had a pre-market trades on. I actually think I totally forgot to talk about this. Sorry, guys. It does have a 5 million float, though. It doesn't have a catalyst, but it has Netflix giving money, $100 million investing into Black Bank. So I think BYFC is benefiting from that. That's why it's up quite a bit today. Here we go, guys. Good luck. Quick pullback here. 3 finding support. Looks like my IRA account just made a purchase. I'm to check that out. Still pulling back here. Strong sell-off. BLNK selling off. Everything's selling off quite aggressively right now. Some support coming in now. BYFC might break here. This could be move in the right direction. %8 so far. Possible red to green on BLNK. BYFC. That Roth trade threw me off totally at the market open. I'll have to make sure that ideally doesn't happen next time. BYFC, watching it. BLNK having a nice bounce here. I wanted that bounce. I missed my entry by literally like 2 cents or so. BYFC trying to break back above VWAP here at 295. CARV actually has a tremendous amount of volume so far. It was very thickly traded pre-market. Had some issues running higher here. Big resistance above. Probably won't be trading it. Although I gotta say, big bounce opportunity here. Did CARV get halted here? It almost looks like it. Markets are recovering a little bit here. BYFC still pulling back. BLNK might break above the 9-minute. BYFC still pulling back. Yeah, nice pop on IDEX. Good call out. BYFC still selling off. POLA finding some support here at like 185. Big resistance so above. So far, no market open trades from me. Watching BYFC very closely here. Quick pullback. Had to adjust my, we'll talk about that one, 25K challenge in a little bit here. Don't want to get everything all over the place. Had to adjust the swing trade. BYFC, I like this pullback here. Watching it closely. Yeah, BLNK 570. One of the lead gappers here. Could be a nicer red to green move. Gonna watch it very closely. See if we can start breaking higher. Sweet pop on it though. Bit unfortunate that I missed that actually. BYFC. Watch out, ATHE still pulling off. Yeah, Krill, I think BLM stocks are actually pumping today. Nice, Michael. Quick 70 bucks. So far, only pre-market trades for me. I had my Roth account I had to quickly deal with. I'm usually, that never happened. That's probably the first time. I'm getting used to the 4 times layout. So just taking a little bit slower here. I did miss a really nice entry on BLNK when it pulled to like 523 or so. And that was because I was just doing too many things. Oh well, we had some nice trades pre-market, so let's kind of keep working on it from here. Nice move on POLA. Good call out for that one. This one's tricky to trade, guys. Just be a little bit careful. Not to mention, it doesn't really have that catalyst, but it has that 4 million float. So this one does have that big spike ability, which the other ones don't. Well, I would probably say maybe ATHE at 10 million float is pretty nice. BYFC at 5 million float is not too bad either. Five-minute BYFC is trying to move here. BYFC pulling back again. POLA, big move here, back above VWAP. Remember, BYFC and POLA are kind of in the same boat. No, wait, that's not true. POLA and BLNK. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. BLNK is holding this area quite okay. Could be a VWAP break here. It's 9:43 a.m. Sometimes we start seeing some reversals coming in here a little bit soon. Sweet move on POLA. Hope you guys got it. Let's check it out. ATHE. This one was the one that had a huge pre-market move. 2-time bounce here. Trying to curl a little bit. Sold off pretty aggressive all the way to 126. So a lot of red in that morning open move. Let's see how far it can go. I would like to see it run up to 2. We definitely have some big support. Maybe 110, 120 right below it. Send the whales. Still getting comfortable here. Got to get used to all these new layouts. BYFC finding support here. This could be the break of the 9-minute. $269 getting chipped away. $270. Just watch it here. Quick pullback, $260. POLA and BYFC. Looking for an entry here at 66 possibly. Looking for a break now. Break past the EMA. 270 getting chipped away here a little bit. $269. Want to see that 270 get chipped here. Buyers coming in it now. This could be the move. Could be the breakout here, 270s, 274. Into the 280s. Gonna close this trade. Probably made about 4% on this one. Nothing too crazy. Little quick 9-minute EMA breakout. Big support. Had the double bottom, and we're starting to move now to the upside on a lead gapper. I think it could keep breaking higher here. I was a little bit conservative taking my profits. I think it could rip through the VWAP. That's kind of what my major goal was, and I took the conservative path. So here we go, 82. Thanks, David and Kuza. Watch out with this one. Sometimes they flush back down. This could be a 9-minute pullback, though. This could be a really healthy entry right here. 75, 74 acting as support, 72, no. Don't want it to break the low of the candle. POLA is just ripping on out of here. 77, 75. Let's see if we can do one more move now. That's what I would be looking for. Kind of a decent amount of sell volume here. BYFC. I'm not super convinced about this stock since it has no micro news about it. I usually like to get more aggressive on a stock that has a bit more of catalyst. This one has no catalyst besides that Netflix $100 million investment into black banks. BYFC is part of that. So yeah, here it goes pulling back a little bit. BLNK, this one does have a catalyst, EV charging equipment. More of a macro play. Backside of a big move though. Breaking past. View up now. This is what I mean the backside. So this backside's like not your typical kind of backside. So I'm not even really sure if I want to mention that. A typical backside to me would be like if we were right in this area or something like that. This is, you know, we've had half a year or so in between. That's a pretty big thing. POLA pulling back now. Oh, David, gotcha. Nice, Michael. 3 green trades. That's what I like to hear. BLNK popping. Thanks, Corey, for pointing out BYFC. I think I may have missed it if you didn't call it out. It was a setup I was looking for, but I was not actively looking at it at the time. So thanks for that call out. There come the celebration horns. BLNK. This is one of the lead gappers today, making some bigger moves. Guys, keep an eye on ATHE. It looks like it might have that 9-minute EMA break any moment here as well. Be careful with it, but if it holds its highs, it might really perform nicely. BLNK, guys, really ripping here. Yeah, ATHE has that FDA path where they're going to help with a drug for the Parkinson's disorder. So really, really good news there. Woo! Plus ATHE has a 10 million float, BLNK 20 million float, twice the amount. So hopefully that, you know, that could amount to something. Nice, Krill. Congrats, man. POLA has been a ripper. ATHE trying here. In case we get a pullback here, I'm gonna BLNK, try to be ready for it. ATHE is getting a lot of volume right now, guys. BLNK and ATHE look like they're picking up quite a bit. Yeah, all the time. Heiko's trading from his phone. Whew, courageous. ATHE, guys, pulling up. BLNK could be a 9-minute setup. Watch the 5-minute charts, see if you can see a 5-minute setup. Sweet BLNK pullback. ATHE might be breaking 1.5. BYFC, yeah, that was kind of a ferocious dip here, huh? I don't know. It could be a good dip buy. It did break key support though. I'm going to be a little careful on it for now. Daily chart 2.3, bigger support zone. I don't have a sell price for BLNK at the moment. If we get an entry, then I would be adjusting for one. Looking for a potential pullback here to VWAP. Quick dip at the 9-minute EMA. Moving my limit order for now. Let's see what happens here. Kind of an aggressive move. 602. ATHE kind of charging right now. No entry yet for BLNK. I was looking for the VWAP bounce, not totally sure if I want to do that one. Hit the 9-minute EMA. This could be a good setup here. I'm not totally sure though. ATHE looks like it's going to break out here at 147. Boom! ATHE just had a nice breakout. 11% move. Yeah, should have bought that. I was not really focused on it. All right, I'm gonna take a quick breather here. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. All right, Corey, man, take care. Hopefully you get that loss back tomorrow. BLNK pulling back, guys. This is what I was nervous about. I didn't really have faith in that move anymore. Could be a nice little pullback to VWAP. I'm not sure how much of a percent gainer it's going to be. 3% or so. ATHE looks really, really good. Doesn't have a lot of volume. BLNK has the most volume on the day. IDEX closed third place. Really fell off a cliff here. IDEX. Phew. BYFC doesn't look too hot at this moment. POLA had some really good moves. You know, really, really good stuff here. That move off of VWAP was just ridiculous. 27% here. I totally missed this one. Honestly, like almost ashamed here. POLA, really, really nice. IDX is being sued. Nice, Michael. Good here. $10.01, guys. Sometimes we start seeing some really nice reversals, especially on stocks that were holding their highs like ATHE. If ATHE shows you another opportunity, Eugene, then go for it. I'm not sure how much I could jump on BLNK right now. ATHE did break VWAP, but it's not exactly a strong break, and it's not exactly, you know, doing any huge moves. So I'm a little cautious here. POLA still pulling back, supporting the 50s. Similar setup for ATHE right now. I think SHAIP had the reverse split. $10.04 here. See, RV, what an aggressive sell-off, huh? BYFC could be bouncing here. BYFC pulling back here. This could be kind of an interesting setup around 37 or so, or 35. Watch out, guys. This is on a big backside. I wouldn't really expect too much out of this one. $33. You gotta say, it is good fun to watch. Back to 35. You can definitely do a little bit of scalping in this one, BYFC, but you never know when it's going to do a big old tank. But it should be somewhat safe here in this area. Good fun to watch, though. Let's go back to the lead stocks. BLNK selling off here. I don't think ATHE is halted, although it sure feels like it could be. Kind of mounting virus case dentist. It sure feels like it, huh? I guess it is halted. I don't know why it doesn't say that it's halted. Hold on, let me quickly see here. Am I clearly looking at something wrong? One sec. No. Latest news. Weird. If you guys are enjoying this stream, I was about to say scream. Don't forget to drop a like, guys. And if you're new, we do this every day. The market's open. Definitely consider subscribing. I'd love to see you again. Join the community. It's a growing, fun place. Yeah, guys, let's keep trading. Appreciate all the likes, guys. BYFC. Let me pull this one back up. Yeah, so BYFC, this one would have been a good little buy. We were talking about the buy at 35. Then it did like a little 3-4% move, so not really too bad. Looks like it could be setting up some sort of floor here. Nice to hear, Bren. Thanks, Sam. I don't know why ATHE doesn't look halted for me. I don't know why I'm getting a totally confusing error message in terms of doesn't seem like it's halted. I'm not getting an error message. I'm not getting a halt message or anything. POLA pulling back here, could break VWAP. $69 getting chipped away. I think I missed this one. Yep, really nice move here. I was thinking for a second if we get a very quick flash pullback, I would have gotten an entry. I missed that one. Yep, I was like 35, would like to buy it there, ran up 7%. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, one AP Pro for sure, but it was actually I think it's ATHE is that's like one of the first times I didn't see it in the news. That's why I was so confused. Um, but yeah, I mean the level 2 was totally frozen, so yeah, there's that. ATHE, man, good thing we didn't trade it. We were talking about that it was looking really kind of weak. That breakout wasn't very convincing of VWAP, and that's why I never ended up trading ATHE. And then boom, it gets halted on the way down. So you got to watch out with these things. I mean, you could easily get caught on the wrong side of these trades. My VWAPs are all the defaults, -2, 2 and day. VXRT has to be on the backside, no? Yeah, it's definitely backside bounce here. Pretty decent move on VXRT, 33%, like not that small. I didn't really want to trade VXRT because it is on the backside. That was kind of my big problem about it. Kind of bouncing here, breaking 8 a little bit. Gotta say, it's kind of surprising though that it's running so much. Having a 5-minute breakout, 1-minute pullback, this technically would be a good entry right here. Decent volume on it as well. We had a little bit of a loss here on PDSB. Let me quickly show it to you guys. This is not our day trading. This is our swing trading account. I was looking for a dip buy near the support zone. I did have a limit order a little bit too soon on this one at 207. So I basically went ahead and broke even on this one. Actually, I took a $3 loss. So I should have been a little bit more conservative with this dip buy, but I've been missing a lot of dip buys on this swing trade account. Actually, all of the dip buys. So it was a little bit annoying here. I don't really like the fact that it's selling off here. So I'd rather take a scratch on this one and kind of move on. So yeah, that's kind of my PDSB trade, but not really important right now. Those will all be documented and be in a really, really nice list for you guys to review on Trade Journal, actually. I'm actually really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be really helpful for not just me, but also you guys to just review swing trades and see my thoughts on the entries and exits for them. My max price, or I guess my max position size, to say it in a little bit easier way right now, is about $2,000 per trade. So that's my green days aren't really, huge, but I want to get it to 5,000 probably by the end of the week. End of the month, just as a comfort thing, and then kind of move on from there. Yep, I can't wait to start trading with bigger size. But for now, I'm still doing like the kind of same setup as the 25K challenge. It was working really, really well. So not really stressing it. I'm building a little bit of a cushion since we only deposited like, what did we deposit? Like $25,300. So now we've built a little bit of a cushion. So it's definitely growing nicely. And yeah, I like it. Getting used to the unlimited trades for sure. It's kind of an interesting thing. Reminds me of my old trading days. Nice bounce here on BYFC. Big resistance zone, guys. Just, you know, keep that in mind. This 2.5 to 2.7 zone is ridiculous resistance. I don't really see BYFC breaking through it just yet. Maybe it will try, but to me, this one's on the backside of a bigger move, and I'm not totally interested in trading it. Crystal balls are overrated. Just turns people into dreamers or procrastinators. There's a better word for this. Unproductive thinkers. I don't know. Since about 2013, but then I was on a trip for like 3 years. So I took a long time off, but I was swing trading on the side, managing my dividend portfolios and all that stuff. So getting back into day trading now, and that's where it all started. Well, not now, basically like a year and a half. No, maybe no, like actually like 8 months. Yeah, what am I talking about? Even kind of less than that, but I would probably say 8 months. And then we were doing the crypto trading, obviously, which is, you know, day trading, but it was more swing trading. It was a whole different style. So specifically stocks, breakout, gap and go, that's about 8 months now. POLA running. Man, there's a lot of stuff popping in today, huh? POLA, we were talking about this pre-market. This is the one with the low float, the 4 million. This one had probably one of the bigger spikeability stocks. I don't like the sell-off with BLNK. It's not very nice. Putting a limit order near any possible dip buy quick. The best gig in the space at the moment. I like both. I like a healthy combination of both. And then comparing it. I think they both offer something nice. I like the fact that day trading, you can work for like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, and then be done for the rest of the day. And you can have like, you know, consistency for it. With swing trading, sometimes I feel like you go a week or two or sometimes without trading, and I don't really like that. It's a little bit harder to plan. And it goes to the dippity dip. Well, then you're in the money if it does that. Or does it do the dip of the dip? Hold off on the beer, guys. It's not noon yet. Once it's noon, then it's okay. Nice, Brian. Good to hear. XRT breaking higher. Yeah, BYFC selling off. This is what I was nervous about. ATHE. Decent bounce for sure. 5%, not the worst. POLA pulling back here. PLLA, huge resistance at 3. That's really the critical point we got to break past. Former spikes haven't really held that well. It's kind of been a one-day wonder and then continuous pull to the downside. So let's see how this one performs. Here we go, POLA breaking higher here at the 2-minute pullback, looking really healthy. Could be break of 3 now. Ooh, strong pullback here to 85. POLA is looking a little bit weak in this area. Oh, let me change my chart so you guys see what I'm looking at. Quick pullback. I was very cautious trading POLA pre-market because it didn't have news. Kept on having these kind of ridiculous sell-offs. So I kind of still feel very similar about that. It's hard to predict Bitcoin. I generally believe in it as we use it for a lot of our businesses to pay out clients. It makes a lot of sense for a business. So I like to average into a portfolio every week, and that's what I do. I don't really bother with predicting Bitcoin. I don't really see it going anywhere anytime soon. I like it. POLA 277 could be a little bounce here. A lot of sell volume though, guys. That wasn't just a quick little pullback. That was a real sell-off. So let's just kind of watch this one a bit longer. $269. 1024, guys. Already 1024. Whew, time is flying. Sandra, I do software development for my company Enslow with my brother. We have a few projects, and then in my mornings, I typically, if we have no clients, I'm coding TradeJournal.co, which is a SaaS site. So basically, you can document your trades there. It's totally free to use. I actually lose money off of Trade Journal every month, but I don't plan on charging for it. I kind of like the open environment. I lose money because of server fees and stuff like that, which is more money than the ads generate. Oh, thanks. That's nice. I feel like I need to do some stretches right now. Is it just me or did everything get really slow? ATHE. Oh, maybe it's because I'm just not watching the right stuff. Let's see what you guys are calling out here. Wait, why are you guys calling ATHE? The whales are gone. Oh, it's because you guys are very upset. Looking for a free trip to Berlin. I don't know. I like the 1 minute and the 5 minute. I think that's what most people are looking at. And to me, with trading, I like the obvious stuff. I like what everyone's looking at. To me, those are always the best things. The first pullback, the second pullback, VWAP bounces, support and resistance on multi-day, multi-month zones. Really, really kind of clean, easy stuff that everyone can kind of understand. I find that's usually the best. Revive ATHE. I don't know. I wish I could, but you know, my problem with ATHE, like we said earlier, is these constant spikes to the upside that don't hold the highs very well. So it looks like a lot of the gaps don't perform. Maybe if, you know, one of these key support zones hold, I would probably argue that $1.25 was one of those key zones. So I wouldn't want to keep falling below that too much. Obviously, $1 is always a critical zone, so you might as well just put a line there. We even had a close here. We had a whole day, opened up here, pulled higher, and then sold off all the way. But at least it opened at $1. So let's see. I don't know. At the moment, it looks like it's going to hit $1. I'm not jumping on it. Just a lot of red volume lately. BLNK pulling up higher here. BLNK could be back. Could be back here. This is one of our lead gappers. 80% gap in pre-market, 20 million float. Is the USA electric vehicle charging equipment company. Just kind of macro news, nothing really specific about the company. It needs to break 6, then we could really see this thing run. Pre-market high was around 7. Not a lot of sell volume here. $603. Possible entry here below 6. Well, that was a little bit annoying. Tried several times to get that entry. Let's see. Let's see what we get here, guys. BLNK looks pretty good. Not a lot of sell volume there. Try to get that entry at 59, 57. Didn't get it. Up around 2% now from that zone. Just watching it here. This could be a break soon. Keep an eye on POLA. Looks like it might be back in the game as well. Trying to break that 3 zone. Here we go, BLNK. Really nice move. Unfortunately, we didn't get that breakout. Maybe we'll get a quick pullback here. POLA breaking out as well. BLNK lead gapper on the day. $150 million volume so far on it. Closing my limit order for now. Pull it back to 603. Could just be gearing up right now. I'm going to be watching this closely. I would like to see it hold this area, and then I would like to jump on it again. Missed my first entry and I would have sold on the break there. That's why I closed my position. Watching PLLA. This one has been so sketchy with the pullbacks. $10.31, guys. POLA looks like it might pull back. BLNK might be breaking out here. 614, 617, 618, seeing some resistance. Entering here at 11, 611. Don't want to see the 605 really break. Looking like we might have a breakout here. Could we see it? It's definitely a slow mover. 613. Having some issues getting out here with my order. Stop here at 605. All right, I stopped out of this one. Small loss for me. Gave back about $13 on this one. Was looking for that breakout, wasn't getting it. Didn't have the volume on the breakout, so I stopped out on this one. It is what it is. Don't do push-ups on this channel. Appreciate it, Bren. Man, would have really liked to see BLNK have that breakout. A little unfortunate that I missed the actual entry that I wanted there. So, BLNK. Let's kind of watch it here a little bit. 611, is this the breakout? This could be the move right now. It's not having a lot of volume. 615, oh, we'd be so in the money right now. A little bit unfortunate. This one might give us a little bit more of a late day move. I really don't want to jump on it again just to take another loss on it. I'm gonna give it a little bit longer. Maybe we're gonna see some setup here. Maybe we're gonna see a bit more action at one point. Right now, I'm not gonna be trading it. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't want to be over biased or anything like that. So that pullback here didn't have that much volume. That's a good sign. But that breakout candle also didn't have a lot of volume. That's a bad sign. So it's a tough one to trade. BLNK, it's been a tricky one. BLNK is almost better to buy on the pullbacks just to reduce some of that uncertainty with those breakouts. hoping for an EMA bounce. Blink W instead of blink. I'm not sure. I wasn't even looking at that one. Oh, BLNK, is this the breakout here finally? Oh, stop the madness. That's always painful here. Possible entry at 618. Man, these breakouts on BLNK are just so weak. Okay, finally it's putting a little bit more volume in here. BLNK could be a good setup here a little bit later. Let's just keep watching it. 10:37 now. Instantly the sell volume piles up. Look at that. Look at that. This one is just not fun. David, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, ATHE pulling off the lows. Might have a test of VWAP. It's definitely going to try something here. Big moves on it for sure. It's so painful. Like looking at BLNK, like we so had that trade, and then we got kind of faked out in that one last little pullback. It's annoying when a stock moves slow because this entry was actually almost exactly what you would want. But it was just very slow. The BLNK is 100% worth watching. Could be a turnaround story. 192 here with U1K. Interesting spot. U1K could break VWAP. A lot of volume on it. It's really nice to watch that. Man, talk about kicking myself. BLNK could have been a phenomenal trade. Oh. We have new volume pouring in BLNK on our lead gapper, so that's really good to see that. U1K might break VWAP here. Maybe we'll get a quick pullback on this one. I kind of doubt it. I was trying to check out the pre-market action on it, but I just was probably the worst time to do that. Pulling down here to 30. Possible entry here at 35. Quick entry here at 37. The reason I got out of this trade is because the volume here, I noticed afterwards, was the biggest volume on the day, or not on the day, of this setup. I didn't like that the biggest volume was red, so I closed my trade right away. That's why I closed this one. That's why I always say never follow me, because you don't know what I'm thinking all the time. Sometimes I totally forget to say it out loud. And these things are quick. Not to mention, there's like I think like a couple second delay on the stream, not from my end, but from YouTube's end. So you always want to know why you're getting into trades, getting out of trades. Could be another trade here with BLNK. Let's see how it goes. Kuza, that's a good one. U1K, man, what is going on with this one? I gotta say, it's quite interesting to watch. I don't really feel like I want to trade it somehow, though. I didn't want to trade it back when it was a leak gapper, and I still don't really want to trade it. And I think it's because I just don't understand it, really. I never really understand why this thing's up. It was one of the BLM companies, and I just didn't really get it. Yeah, it's a BLM stock. Yeah, I don't know, I couldn't really rationalize the move. I don't know, maybe it's because like I don't know, like, are there more companies like Netflix that are investing into these black-owned banks and whatnot, or like where is, like, I don't get it, and that's why I couldn't really get behind it in the beginning and getting in now. I would be trading pure technicals on it, which I pretty much do 90% anyway, but I like that 10%, confidence booster on, why it's up. And I don't know, that's what's kind of lacking. But yeah, I guess it's all in my head, and I'm probably just overly biased on, like, on the fact that it doesn't have a catalyst, I guess. I don't know. Ford Foundation, 200 million. See, all these things I was not totally aware of with the whole BLM stock. So I'm just like, okay, that's some credible stuff. So that's already 300 million, and I'm sure there's dozens more, and I'm sure there's probably well over $1 billion or so raised. So I guess that is a pretty big catalyst. I just never really sat down to think about it. BLNK curling here. This is not too bad here. This is a good fun one to watch. This is the actual move I wanted. I wanted this bigger move here. That was a tricky one. Yeah, it's definitely, U1K is definitely showing momentum. I really like the fact that it's kind of holding this area. This could have a break of VWAP. On the daily chart, it definitely has room to run. I'd probably say on the daily chart, it has at least room to run to like 220 or so. BLNK looking healthy in this area. Remember that pre-market high, it's $7. This one could break pre-market high. Here we go, keeps going, 69. $53 pulled back to 61. It's a quick pullback. U1K might break out here. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 green candles in a row on BLNK. Woo! Talk about making me a little sweaty. Ay. Another pullback here into the 50s. It's been a tough one to trade. Tough stock to trade, I feel like. I really like trading, where was it? Totally disappeared. BYFC was a fun one to trade. I feel like that one moved nicer. It's trying again here to come back from the lows. Almost has no volume anymore though. Well, comparatively. Yeah. A lot of New York Stock Exchange majors have committed an average of 100 million into BLM stocks. Yeah, Sandra, thanks for letting us know. That's like critical information that I just I wasn't aware of. BYFC trying to move. I'm not gonna buy it though. ALTM reversal split tomorrow. A reverse split tomorrow. I don't know. I probably won't trade it unless it comes out with a catalyst as well. Because oftentimes they are followed by the same thing. Comes out with a catalyst, big pop to the upside. 1 to 20. Oh my god, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be back up to like 10 or so. But then everything else is gonna be adjusted. Oof. And then sometimes they come out with news, stocks shoots up for a little bit, another 10, 20, 30%, and then they come out with an offering, and it's rinse repeat from there. Although this one hasn't had an offering, at least that I see on the chart. But it could be good. Could be short term okay. Very short term. All right, Renee, till tomorrow, man. Happy to have you here. Well, guys, while we wait for maybe another round of stocks to start moving, this is a good time to think about, have I done my community civil duty, and have I hit that like button yet? That's what we all should be asking ourselves right now. Tickle it hard, guys. Tickle it hard. The crowd goes wild. Profit a day. You know what? I actually don't have my average for that, do I? Daily average. No, I don't. I will get that added into Trade Journal soon, though, so we can see what we're making every day. But right now, it's still not a lot. You know, like $100 is a pretty nice day. $50 is a decent day. We haven't really been having too many red days, and we've been avoiding any big red days, so that's good. But I haven't really been having the blowaway days either. But really the biggest thing is I just need increased position size. I mean, the fact that I'm up 10% almost, actually probably just about, based on our average position size, that's pretty sweet. You know, if I'm trading $50,000 to $100,000, I mean, yesterday Ross Cameron was trading with like $120,000 on one of his trades. So if I was, you know, trading with $100,000, I would be up $10,000 today. So it's really the proof of concept, making sure you have a consistent percentage return based on your average position size, which I think we are nailing. So now it's really about increasing position size, which I'm just easing into. Just kind of getting comfortable with it. Is it more risky? Probably a TA. I mean, it's just a general guess. I would say so. Yeah, I have a hard stop at a loss of 10% of my max position size, which is $2,000 at the moment. Sometimes I'll go over that a little bit. So yeah, $200 for the day, I'm out. 3 red trades in a row, I'm out. And giving back half of my gains for the day, I'm out. So those are my 3 kind of rules. Whew. Yeah, Ricky's got good stuff. I think he's always got good information. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, Gutierrez or something. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about him. He's more of a swing trader. He does day trading though, mostly with the oil futures, which is cool. I mean, everyone's got a different style. There's so many different things to do. I would say I'm much closer to Ross Cameron's style than Ricky, although I do like swing trading as well, and that's just support and resistance reversals, macro, micro news. Sure, IDEX is popping up here a little bit. 2.5 is tremendous resistance on it. BLNK, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green 5-minute candles in a row. I'd be careful. This thing could just pop a red candle any moment. Like, I'm talking about like a 5-10%. Wow, literally, as I start rambling about a big possible dip, this thing dips off a cliff. So that's what I was worried about. That's why I wasn't trading BLNK anymore. Forget rest. Gutierrez, yeah. David, you're probably right on that. But honestly, pronouncing names, I feel like I butcher them left and right. So I just, I don't know. No, a warrant is not a stock. BLNKW. Let me quickly check why the W is on this one. Probably means that it has some sort of shady offering, some deal going on. Subscription receipts there. Yeah, shares have warrants attached to the bankruptcy. A company that is in bankruptcy proceedings will have a letter Q. Warrants are sketchy. Warrants dump a stock, and it makes also huge price limits and ceilings for stocks. I'm not totally sure why Blink W versus Blink, to be honest. Usually the warrants affect the main ticker. So I don't know if somebody can answer that. I made a whole video about warrants, I think on Monday, but I'm not totally sure. I'm not totally sure about this. I don't really think Ricky's fake. I mean, I think he's just, he does a lot of stuff. And sometimes it might be hard to, I don't know, follow or whatnot. But I mean, there's really nothing like, I would say, fake. He's going through his watch list. He just talks about stocks. I don't know, like if what he shares is 100% like, transparent, but I have no idea. But I don't think he's like fake or anything. I think he just shares what he does. How much does he share? I don't know. Warrant order. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more. Good question, TA, though. No. I'm not even sure. I haven't watched Will Carman before. Yeah, live trade. Although Ross Cameron also has live trading it for the members, so that's kind of a similar situation. POLA. You know, this one did find some decent support here, and now it's holding its highs, breaking back above the 9-minute EMA. This could be a potential reversal on it. It's kind of hard to say. I don't really think I'm going to be trading it. BYFC would have been great to do a few more dip trades on, but I'm happy we got the big trade on it regardless. BLNK, almost a perfect VWAP bounce, honestly. Yeah, man, everyone has a different personality too when it comes to trading. Like everyone has a different forte. You got to kind of feed off of where your personal strengths are. So Ross Cameron's way more aggressive than I'm with trading. He jumps on breakouts like there's no tomorrow. I have a hard time doing that. I'm trying to get better at trading breakouts, and every time I trade a breakout, I make sure to use half position size just to reduce some of the risk and get more exposure. But it's tough. Like I have a really hard time. Like as BLNK was popping here, breaking VWAP, I have a hard time jumping on these. Of the YouTuber beginner trading, I've never seen him before. Ross is just a quick savage with hotkeys. He's on fire. I have nothing bad to say about Ross. He's a legend. I think he's definitely a GOAT on the small cap day trading world for sure. So today might already be wrapping up here. I'm not really seeing any moves. I'm not sure if we will see any moves. I mean, this could easily go another hour at the same pace. Which trading YouTuber would you say to avoid? To be honest, I don't know that many. I know some of the bigger names, and that's pretty much it. I don't think I could answer that. Probably if it just looks shady. I mean, if it sounds too good to be true, and they're trying to sell you something all the time, it might just be a scammer. I don't know. Yep. Shrikant, I hope I'm saying your name right, but yeah, that's super true. Like, don't follow anyone else's trades. I mean, Ross Cameron does a really good job at saying that all the time. I try to make that a point as well. It's obviously in the video description, but I try to say it as much as possible. Always have your own trading thesis. And a lot of people ask me, should I sell? Should I hold? Should I buy? And it's like, I have no idea. Like, are you swing trading? Are you day trading? Are you trying to buy this breakout? Are you trying to wait for the pullback? Like, there's a million of variables. Like, no one else will be able to answer that for you. You need to know what your thesis is before you buy, before you sell. What's your max stop? Where are you trying to take profits? Just start understanding that. Start with small position size, work your way up. It's really not too complicated. I think the hardest thing with trading is staying focused on one thing and then practicing. I think with trading, it's just like there's a million different things, options, stocks, then derivatives on those options, futures, commodities. I mean, Forex, it's like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? So that's why I like to just stay focused on my small caps, buying the spot price, keeping it really simple on that alone with my strategy. Yeah, paper trading is not really my favorite thing either. The only thing I practice with paper trading is like trailing stops or, making sure that my interface is working and stuff like that. Sure, yeah, cool. Okay. I can see here. Eli, welcome to have you, man. Happy to have you, man. BLNK popping here just a little bit. Are you talking about that options trader with the commercials? I get a lot of commercials from him too. I think I know who you're talking about. It's pretty savage. Yeah, I wouldn't mind testing out some options in a little bit. Maybe we'll throw some on this channel at one point. But for now, I really want to kind of, master the gap and go strategy. Maybe that's going to take a bit longer, but then, I would love to dive into that a little bit more. Right now, we're kind of throwing on swing trades as well. So that's kind of our two kind of mixes on this channel. Oh no, Arabic American. No, Arabic. No, I don't know. I don't know him. Okay, it must be a different guy then. Gold options. I see somebody's dabbling. Well, so let's just kind of go through the scanner here. We have VXRT kind of making constant moves. This is really not one of my favorite stocks to be trading. I haven't been the biggest fan of it, but could be good. Like, everyone's different. I probably won't be trading it though. Slow mover. BLNK kind of popping up here. Volume's really fading on it though, making me not the biggest fan. CARV, haven't really paid attention to it much because all it's been doing is selling off. Big red volume, typically avoid those. POLA, this was a really nice break back above 2. This thing was in play, and I didn't give it enough attention. So that's kind of kicking myself in the butt about this one a little bit. POLA was a tricky one to trade. BYFC was a little cleaner. We got some nice moves on it, so I'm happy. Probably biased on it. ATHE, holding for now. I'd be really nervous here because we had a double top. We were not able to break higher, and now we're pulling back. So if we don't break above this kind of 1.3 zone soon, I would be very nervous for ATHE. I would have probably a hard stop under 1.2 or something like that, maybe 1.25 if I was trading it. I'm not trading it. Nice, David. Dude, that coffee company is just, it's like Hertz. It's just, it's bankrupt, but it's still moving in every sort of direction. It's insane. We got the good luck sirens. V-Ray, what's going on over here? Quick little pullback. KIRK. Well, it was nice that we had Elite Gapper, ATHE. It was just unfortunate that it didn't really do much. Honestly, at the market open or pre-market, BLNK was just really the attractive one. And then BYFC making those quick moves higher, that was pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't know. Just a bunch of stocks not even being traded at this point. There's no way I'm trading it. I'm just genuinely curious. Is it already bankrupt, LK Cube? Huh. Yeah, actually, I do use Webull. I have I have my dividend portfolio on Webull. I moved it to Webull actually. I didn't like having too many stocks on one platform. It kind of made me like think, oh man, I should be trading this, and that's not a place I want to be. So I don't actively use Webull, but I just kind of manage some stocks there. I actually have several platforms that I have that I use. Keep it, spread it out a little bit. Pause trading for 6 weeks. Ooh man, yeah, that's ooh. Yeah, I remember the cooking the books part. I just wasn't sure about why it wasn't trading. All right, guys, we are not seeing any action here. I don't really see a reason to keep trading besides the fact that I'm on a stream. But we don't want to just, start jumping in and stuff for no reason. So like I said, I wanted to wrap up a little earlier today. Today, the markets worked with that kind of ideal desire. I don't even know how to word that properly. Anyway, I think this is a perfect time to wrap up here. Markets just, kind of doing their thing. Maybe we're going to get a late morning. Maybe we're going to get like a midday or something like that rally, maybe an afternoon rally, maybe 3 to 4 power hour. We'll see something. For now, I'm going to be done with trading. Like I said, maybe I will do some afternoon trading. I don't know. Most likely not. A little bit of downtime is always really, really good. So let's wrap it up here, guys. Don't forget to leave any comments below if you have questions. Extended hours on Webull, yeah, I suppose. Still mad at INO, David. All right, guys, till next time. Stay safe, make some awesome trades. Smash the like button, guys, if you haven't done so already. If you enjoy all the live trading, 100%. There's a recap video at the end of every stream, at the end of every day. Definitely subscribe. Hit the bell icon. You'll get notified when it comes out. So I will see you in the recap video, guys. Till then, ciao, ciao. How do I turn off the stream? I gotta do it on my other laptop now. Oy, 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 oy. Gotta figure out how to end the stream. Where is it? Where's the button on this new laptop? All right, guys. You're probably still watching me, so hello. Oh, come on. There it is.